Hello there guys, this is Christy Willis from Dostoevsky Face. Today I'm going to be starting a readathon. It's like a 24-hour timer readathon, so let me show you my timer. So far today I have 2 hours and 23 minutes, and that's been mostly audiobooking. I did read a little bit of Bleak House this morning while I was doing my exercises. So the goal is this week to read for 24 hours according to a timer. So I'm excited. Jenny and I are doing it this week, and I'm trying to also do twice makeup. So twice the Japan line, which is Mina and oh man, I'm just drawing blank. Momo and yeah, I know that Sana. They are all in the Japan line, and they just came out with a release called Do Not Touch, and it is like pristine. The makeup is like super kind of sunset colory. Let me see if I can play it again for you. Yeah. So I think these colors look really good on me, so I'm gonna go for it with the makeup. I already put on some makeup today, but I really need to, I've been thinking I need to try some lip color. My mother-in-law was like, a little pop of color. That's what she always talks about when she talks about her makeup. And I realized, yeah, a lot of people do when they're wearing makeup, wear lip color, and I just never really have. I usually wear chapstick or gloss. I do have one gloss that my mom gave me like 10 years ago. I don't even know. But it was like a free sample thing, and I just still have it. So but I do have a chapstick that kind of makes your lips a little bit redder. So we're gonna go with that. It's not a lot, but it's a little. So I don't unfortunately have that lip color, but this is for my kbeauty prompt. I was also thinking I would put my hair up today. I'm a little bit puffy because I've been having jjajangmyeon noodles so much because I wanted to use up all of my jjajang paste, my black bean paste. So, but I froze the rest of it. So now this week, hopefully I can get back to having more like natural things rather than just grains. I'll have like corn and potatoes and stuff instead of just veggies. Oh, I forgot I'll do my nails too. Okay, so let's work on the makeup here while I tell you what I've been reading this morning. So this morning I was reading, pause. Sorry, trying to get to, I'm really thinking it's Sana's makeup that I'm really gonna aim for, because this is such an amazing close-up. Like, Sana is so gorgeous. Wow. All the time. I just can't with Sana. She's just stunning all the time. And also she has her hair long and wavy, and because I dried my hair this time, I blow dried it, it's not gonna have any body or shape. So I can't do the wavy look. Unless I can sometimes get a wavy look. My hair can sometimes have some body if I just stick it up on top of my head and let it dry like that. But I can't seem to give it body if I blow dry it. So I'm not gonna go for that, but I am gonna just wear my hair down today because that's what they do in the video. They don't have their hair up. But Momo does have bangs like mine, so Mina, I'm not even gonna try to look like Mina. She's the most stunning person on this planet, so we're not even gonna try that. Okay, so yeah, what I've been reading this morning, I was reading, let's give it like a little bit of a base of like a really like peachy, very basic color. So I'm gonna start with a peachy base. So this morning I'm catching up on some Bible study because sometimes during the weekend, I just don't have as much time for Bible study because I'm trying to fit in. Usually we have church, which we watch. I should talk about church though this week. Yesterday we were watching, we rewatched an episode of the Debrief podcast that I'd already seen, but Kevin had never seen it. It was so good. It was talking about all the women in the Bible who were like so powerful, like Huldah, and there was a woman in the New Testament who was an apostle who'd been a Christian longer than Paul, and so she had like more, he was writing to her as like somebody older in the faith than he was, like with so much respect, and she was probably an apostle as well. And it talks about all these women who were prophets and stuff. And it just is really clear in the Bible that women played a really powerful role in the early church. And so the pastor, Matt Brown, he was talking about how somewhere around St. Augustine in like the 4th century, I think he was talking about, was really when the view of women in the church changed, because he was kind of misogynist because he was more Roman than Christian for a lot of his life. He wasn't actually a super, he just had a low view of women. He was a sex addict and stuff like that. So that was really interesting to hear. I didn't really know that much about St. Augustine. I really want to read, not Confessions, although I wouldn't mind reading that as well, but it's like a history of it's like a fall of Rome, kind of. It's like he's talking about why the Roman Empire fell. I don't know. I want to read that one really bad. But I may end up reading at least some of Confessions later this year with Joanna. I'm hoping. By the way, Joanna and I just did a discussion of Yeonmi Park on my channel last week, and that was so good. You should definitely check it out if you're interested in Yeonmi Park. Yeah, you can't really spoil a nonfiction book, and so we just talked about her nonfiction books, and like she has so many critics, like people who call her a liar and stuff like that, and it's like really unfair because, you know, the majority of the things that she's talking about, like 95% of it are things that other people have said, and the 5% that people are criticizing, just, I don't know. I can't really confirm a lot of that stuff because it's hard to confirm things in North Korea. But regardless, I think she's amazing and so strong. And yeah, so we had a really good discussion about her. How is that looking? I'm not doing the bottom. I need to do the bottom too. Okay, I'll do that next. But I think it's coming out well. What do you guys think? I think it's coming out okay. Okay, so yeah, I was catching up on some Bible stuff this morning. Reading, I think we're in Exodus on my phone, on my phone, my app, the Bible in 1 Year app, and then in Mark, although we're getting pretty close to finishing Mark now, and he's always reading like part in the Psalms or Proverbs or Song of Solomon or some of like the wisdom literature. So yeah, it's really good to be in different parts of the Bible all at the same time. So I'm really enjoying that. And then, let's see, what else did I want to talk about? After that, yeah, I read some Bleak House. So where am I in Bleak House? I passed page 300 last night, and I'm over 30%. But I only have like 5 days to get to page 424. So this is where I am, and this is where I need to be by the end of the week. So the majority of my 24-hour reading, physical reading, will probably be Bleak House. However, I do have some other things I want to work on. I really want to, my mother-in-law just texted me. I really, really want to finish Easy Korean Reading for Beginners this summer for Tiffany's book bingo, because this is a translated work and it's easy. I just haven't been getting to it because it's like a lot of vocabulary practice, and I've been doing a lot of other kinds of vocabulary practice lately, like watching ET's videos and watching Hospital Playlist. But maybe once ktropeathon is over and we're done with Hospital Playlist, then hopefully I can speed through these. And the other thing is I need to read them all multiple times to try and remember the vocabulary and grammar forms that we're using here. But yeah, and I'm over halfway through. But yeah, I really want to use this as my translated work so that I can finish my first book in Korean. I finished a couple of books in Spanish when I was studying Spanish, and that always felt so good. They were Harry Potter books mostly, or picture books. But that's just such a good feeling. I really want to get there with Korean because I feel like my Korean is good enough that I could definitely finish it. I just have to focus on it. So once we're done with Hospital Playlist, then we can do the rest of Easy Korean Reading for Beginners. So, but I've also been listening to a lot of K-Pop Confidential this morning because that's really easy listening, and also it's what I mostly want to be listening to and enjoying right now. It's just, is it weird that I use my finger all the time? I do have brushes. I bought brushes so that I didn't have to use my finger, and yet I still just use my finger all the time. I don't know. I don't know why. What was I saying? Okay, K-Pop Confidential is so good, guys. So basically it's following a girl from America who is, I think both of her parents are Korean, and they came from Korea to America as immigrants. And so she's grown up fully American, kind of a secret closet K-pop fan. But her mom has always made her play the cello, and she's not really, is it the cello? No, it's not even the cello. But it's one of the stringed instruments similar to the cello. But she doesn't have any talent for it because she doesn't have any enthusiasm for it. But I guess it's common for Asian parents to have kids play like a classical instrument, and she's just not interested. What she's really interested in is singing, which she knows that both of her parents are good at and that both of them had history as singers. But something made them quit, and I think that that's going to be a big storyline in the book. If her parents ever open up to her about it, I'm hoping that they will tell her why they quit and why they instead became like store owners. I think this is going well. Okay, I'm going to try to add some glitter. I have a couple different kinds of glitter. I have like a peachy glitter that I could use. Or I have this pink glitter. Maybe I'll aim for both, but I'm gonna start with the peachy glitter because I just feel like this is perfect. I almost feel like they're using my two color palettes. So this rainbow palette is so fun. The dark colors though, they don't look good on me. They show too much shadow on my skin is my opinion. Although, I don't know, I could try wearing more. I just kind of look haggish when I wear really dark makeup, which is fine. I don't need to. Are they wearing eyeliner? I'm sure they are. Yeah, they probably are. Okay, I better do some eyeliner before I get too much further. Oh, this needs sharpening. Let's see if I can do it without sharpening. I rarely wear eyeliner lately, honestly. It's just kind of a pain and it makes my eyes look so dark, but we're gonna try it. Okay, what was I talking about? K-Pop Confidential. So yeah, so she ends up going to an audition in America, which is happening now. By the way, there's a reality TV show put on by JYP, which is my favorite K-pop label because they put out all these stunning stellar girl groups. Twice, ITZY, NMIXX, and Stray Kids, which is a boy group, also gaining recognition and fame. They're really popular in America. They have more of like a grungy feel, and also they're really known for writing their own lyrics. Like all of their bops, their huge songs are written by, the members, which is incredible. Usually if K-pop artists have songwriting credits, it's usually not like the main releases, the singles, the title tracks, stuff like that. But that's not the case with Stray Kids. Even their title tracks are often written by the members, which is incredible. So yeah, JYP is just, I think they are my favorite. I think they're my favorite. So anyways, JYP, the face of JYP, who's, I guess, the founder of JYP, who was in K-pop, he's so interesting. He's got a really warm way of connecting with young people, but also he'll just hit you with the criticism. He's very honest. So it's interesting to watch him with young artists and see his thoughts on them and giving them advice. He noticed, he was talking about how one girl on this reality TV show, training show called A2K, which is what I was talking about. That's how I got on this subject. A2K is on YouTube. It's a reality show where JYP goes to America and tries to find K-pop trainees there, and does. Oh yeah, I think this is gonna work. So something I've noticed about my eyes, sorry I'm all over the place, is I don't have, I think I read somewhere that Koreans have more fat in their eyelids, and so they when they wear eyeshadow, it stands out so much. They don't have super deep pockets and lids like I do. So I don't know how it'll look, but that's why I think K-pop idols look so amazing with all the eye jewels and stuff. It's almost like super like flat, like they're flawless. Their eyes are just so flawless. I don't know. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I don't have monolids, but I'll do my best. Not that all Koreans have monolids in K-pop. That's actually kind of rare. A lot of Koreans get the surgery that gives them double lids. But anyways, we love a monolid. What was I talking about? A2K. Yeah. So anyways, JYP was critiquing some of the people, and he talked about how some of them will use their stomachs rather than their chests to breathe when they're singing, and how some of them did that even without really any training. And he was like, wow. Like, he was really impressed by some of the talent that he found in America, which was exciting to me. So he's doing like a survival reality show, which is really also common and popular these days in K-pop. Survival reality shows are popular because they can get people on the side of these trainees before debut, and then they're looking forward to the debut, and then the debut takes off. So the goal is always to get more fans before debut, so that when you actually do debut, your debut takes off. So yeah, I'm addicted. A2K has 3 episodes out now, and that's what I've been watching instead of Hospital Playlist, which I should be watching Hospital Playlist. I like Hospital Playlist, but I don't think I would probably continue watching it if it wasn't our K-drama watch-along pick. I just enjoy watching it with my friends, but it's a little bit, how do you say? It's almost like there's tons of new adventures with every episode, and it doesn't connect as well for me as more traditional romantic dramas. Yeah, I guess I like romantic dramas better. So I'm looking forward to, or I like reality TV. Apparently I'm a reality TV addict, especially K-reality TV. So that's what I've been watching. And I think this is turning out great. I think I'm gonna look a little bit ridiculous. We're going to a doctor visit today. This week I have 5 doctor visits, 5, out of town. Most of them are out of town. So all I'm doing today is going to the doctor, and I'm gonna be so glammed up, but that's okay. I'm not even filming today, except for this, obviously. Whatever. Maybe if I get home in time, I can film for the library and look super glam for my work video. So ridiculous. Okay, anyways, what else? 5 doctors. So I'll be eating out a lot this week, so you'll get to see lots of eating out. Today I think we're gonna go to a taco truck that I am obsessed with. But it's not usually open on Fridays, which is usually the day we're out of town. That's usually when we go to doctor's visits, because Kevin has Fridays off. So we schedule everything on Fridays normally, and they're not open Fridays. So I feel like this side's a little bit emptier. I need to put a little more makeup on this side, but I think it's turning out great. I'm gonna look so ridiculous though, just going to doctor visits like this. So yeah, it's called Gio y los Magos is the name of the taco truck, and it is amazing. And I haven't been there in months because we haven't been there on anything except a Friday in months. So super looking forward to that. Yeah, we'll see what else we end up getting later this week. So after this, Kev should be getting home really soon, and then we're probably gonna go. So what else do I need to do? Oh, I want to talk, New Jeans just put out a new release. New Jeans is the super shy, or the hype boy, or the oh my god group. So yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, all of the songs are amazing. And I've had Dalla Dalla stuck in my head because that's the song that JYP uses for A2K, America to Korea. So I've been listening to the last couple days I've been listening to a lot of K-pop over the weekend, and we finished Secrets of Playboy, everything that we have of that so far. So, and Kevin and I are going to be listening to Louise Perry's The Case Against the Sexual Revolution. But those are not really, I think it came out well. What do you guys think? like I said, it looks kind of ridiculous because it's just my eyes. I have like a little bit of blush on and other stuff, but I don't know how to do all the contouring and all the stuff that is like kbeauty. I'm really not a makeup guru at all. But anyways, I think it turned out well. Okay, and then what was I gonna... What was I talking about? I don't remember. That's okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to tell you the other things I'll be reading. Hopefully this week. We'll see. I need to finish Travels with Charley, ideally this week, so that I can send out discussion questions. Yeah. So, this is, I think, gonna go pretty quickly. So that's good. I need to finish K-Pop Confidential, which, again, that's the one I'm loving. That's about the... So this is... I didn't explain the rest of it. So she ends up going to Korea as a K-pop trainee because she gets discovered in America. And she's trying to convince her mom to let her debut with this group. I don't know if she's going to or not. We'll have to see what she decides on doing. I also need to finish the BTS memoir, Beyond the Story, which I'm just reading on audiobook. And it's okay. It's fine. I liked the beginning the best, I think, of that. Okay, what else do I need to... Oh, and If I Had Your Face. This is what I really need to start this week physically if I can get done with my Bleak House reading. If I can get finished with that. Yeah, that's kind of the plans. I think that's it that I have planned. I'm just checking before I sign off here. Okay, no, I don't know where it went. Okay. My notes app keeps, changing places on me when I'm not using it. Okay, that's it for now. Probably for today. No, I'll show you our tacos from the taco truck. I forgot the other thing that I want to read this week and finish if I can is for Kate's Patreon, which is The Belton Estate, which is my first Henry Trollope? I think that's his name. I'm really enjoying it so far. I just haven't had the ability to sit down and focus on it, what with all of the Bleak House happening. And also, once I finish my 2 audiobooks, the BTS memoir and K-Pop Confidential, then I'm gonna move on to Cloud Cuckoo Land. I'm gonna do it! I need to make progress. I haven't made progress on this turkey crossing. I'm scaring them away. Poor things. I was walking out my door today though, and there was a deer with horns, and he did not run away from me. He just stayed where he was and kept eating. So I guess not all animals are afraid of me. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I hope no cars come though. We are headed out, and we're gonna turn on Louise Perry's book, The Case Against the Sexual Revolution. But I can't show you that because we're using this phone that I'm vlogging on. It is now 3:39. What time did we leave the house? At like 12:30. So we were in there for a really long time. But now we're gonna go get some pizza from Mary's Pizza Shack for Kev. And then we're gonna go to a place called Faux Crazy. We'll try the taco place tomorrow because that'll be really fast and they're open really late. Where do you think she's from? With that accent.
You're British or Australian?
Yeah. We're finally getting my lunch that has turned into a dinner. There it is. Listen, I tried to be healthy, but Faux Crazy was closed, even though their sign said they were open, and Google Maps said they were open. So we ended up at Freaking Tacos, and I'm not mad about it. I'm using Kevin as my prop to hold up my phone. Yeah. It's very tangy. So that burrito, the inside was really good, but it was definitely like way too much sour cream. But their sauce is really tangy, so I really liked that. It's like I guess it's tomatillo sauce. I don't know. But sometimes I feel guilty when we come to the city and we just like 50% of what we get is usually Mexican food here, but honestly that's what's really good here. So I've tried branching out to other things. Like they have like a lot of fancy like urbanite noshery type places and we just never like those. And I've tried like Indian and it wasn't good, and sometimes we'll try like Thai like we tried to do today, but it wasn't open even though their hours said they were open. So I feel like Mexican food is like the safest bet here, and it's just the best here. It's really good. There's so many good Mexican places here, so that's a silly thing to be worried about or feel guilty about. I'm just gonna decide. If, you know, 90% of what we ate here was Mexican food, that's okay. That's what's really good here, honestly. We are heading into the traffic after another appointment. Today is Tuesday. It is 4:45, like the same time we went for dinner as yesterday. But today we're actually getting tacos. I wish I could convey the smell of this food truck park to you guys because it's fantastic. Like it's so good, it's amazing. Look at all the food trucks. Yeah.
We have gorditos and huaraches, which are handmade. We have chicken taquitos, which are the Tuesday specials.
I want to get a gordita.
A gordita, of course.
Yeah.
What kind of meat would you like for it?
I think I'll have chorizo.
Chorizo, perfect.
Yes. And then I'll also get one of the. Do you have those like cheese tacos?
Yeah, the queso tacos, yeah.
Yeah. I'll get one of those.
One of those? Did you want that with birria? The marinated shredded beef?
Ooh, yeah, that sounds great.
I'm gonna have 2 asada tacos.
2 asada.
No onion. And we put cheese on those, please.
Yeah, crispy with cheese. Perfect.
They have a churro truck. Oh my goodness. Getting our food. Alright. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. So this is like watermelon something. It actually really tastes like watermelon. They must actually use watermelon. Okay, so we got a cheesy taco with birria. Oh my gosh. Outrageous, as they say. Okay. Oh my gosh, this gordita. This is like something else. Look at it. Yeah. I totally forgot to show off our menus. It was so cute when they handed it to me. Sorry guys. This is the gordita. This is a cheesy taco. And Kevin's tacos are so cute. They're like little baby tacos. And Kevin got fruit punch jarritos. So that was delicious, obviously. Kevin and I were just talking about how we make, you know, like more Tex-Mex at our home because I'm white. Sorry. I was like, so you regret marrying a white girl? And Kevin was like, no, not at all. Just nobody's perfect. End of day 2. Doing pretty good for a Tuesday. Good morning. It is now Wednesday and my body is hating me for all the cheese that I've had the last 2 days, but it was so worth it. It was so delicious. So I need to cleanse a little bit from that for the next couple days. No regrets though. So good. So I'm out on my morning walk and I just spent, I don't even know how long, an hour and a half, 2 hours reading Bleak House. It was really refreshing. So I've really come to the conclusion that I don't have to be anxious about trying to finish it, because there will always, every week, every 2-week period, there seems to be a stretch of like quite a few pages that I can just blow through, or at least I have a good reading day or two where I can just blow through a huge stretch. And so there's no reason to be anxious and try to read a chapter every day. I think that worked for the first week for me because you just have to get into the book to start with. But I think that I don't have to worry about being steady with it, which was a concern of mine because I was just feeling kind of slumpy a little bit. If that was the only thing I could be reading, that's why I have trouble, I think, with long books, is because I don't like to just read only one thing for several months. So I'm actually living up to my potential, though, of reading a lot more. And I'm just reading a lot more. So that's great. So as you know, I finished 3 things last week. Obviously, none of them were Bleak House. I didn't work on Bleak House hardly at all. But I am now on page, I think, 380 something, and I only have to get to 424 by Saturday. And today is Wednesday. So I have plenty of time as long as I am pretty steady through the end of this. So that's exciting. So today I think I'll probably go do some editing. But it just is a relief to me to know that I don't have to be completely steady. I can read other things because I'll just end up reading more because I'm interested in what I'm reading, because I'm giving myself permission to read whatever I want. So yeah, I'm really excited for our live show on Saturday. Kevin and I are also blowing through the Louise book, and I'm so proud of him for reading it with me, and he's really enjoying it. We're having great discussions about feminism and other things, so it's fantastic. Just having a great, and I finished K-pop Confidential last night. So good, guys. Yeah, I loved it so much. It was a 5-star book. I'm thinking like a 95% rating. There was one character who was a little bit inconsistent, but honestly, it was so good. And I just love the female friendships. And the author, Stephen Lee, is a journalist who has done work before on K-pop, like interviewing idols and stuff like that. And people, industry insiders, and he also loves K-pop, and you could just really tell the way he was writing it that he loves K-pop and he knows the flaws that the industry has, and he wrote about those flaws with such grace, I would say. And that's like a key part of being an idol, is being able to be graceful in all situations. And I think that it's like a very European type thing that K-pop idols have, how they manage to be graceful in every situation. I think it comes down to really rigorous training. And I feel like American pop stars just don't have that very often. So it's really amazing. Even though there are problems with the K-pop industry, I also love it. And I love K-pop and I love all the idols. And I felt like this book it was like the entire process of reading K-pop Confidential was just a long fangirl experience. So positive. Highly recommend K-pop Confidential. So that's it for now. We do have a doctor's appointment today, but it's in town. So hopefully I actually just like get some work done today. Also, and ITZY released a song called None of My Business. None of my business, none of my business what you do. And it's a breakup song. ITZY's breakup songs are just the most brutal, savage songs, but I love them. Their attitude is great. It really fits their aesthetic. So highly recommend. And I keep forgetting to mention things. I'm doing great as well on my Bible study. I finally have caught up on my Bible study. I actually sat down and read some today in Mark and in Psalm, and I'm listening to Leviticus now. So Bible study also going great this week. And I'm at like, let me check my timer, hang on. Guys, my timer is at 14:27. I might end this vlog early if I do 10 more hours in the next 2 days. I meant to tell you guys in my vlog last week, I did find my rings. So thank you so much for all of your kind thoughts about that. It was like an hour after God just made me feel suddenly having no anxiety about it and just making me feel like things aren't as bad as your anxiety is always telling you. It was like an hour later, I just randomly sat down to curl my hair, even though that wasn't my plan that day. I don't know why, I just sat down to curl my hair. And I reached into my bag of like bobby pins and stuff, and there were my rings. So it was just definitely a God thing, because like I said, I wasn't planning on curling my hair, and I don't know why I put my rings in there. Like, I just must have been cleaning and forgot they were in my hand, and yeah, it was crazy, but such a God thing. Hey guys, it is now Thursday, July 27th, and I'm just sitting on StreamYard waiting for my co-hosts to arrive, co-hosts of Reading Sprints, I guess. So one of my co-hosts for ktropeathon will be coming, and then Jenny, of course, because we do monthly reading sprints. So, oh, somebody just arrived. Hang on. All right, the reading sprints have successfully started. And I am 21 hours and 48 minutes into this 24-hour readathon. So it's going really well. I've been just listening to the Belton Estate all day. I started chapter 2 this morning, and now I'm on chapter 8, I think. 9, I think it just started. And I'm really enjoying it. I think it's not going to be one that probably sticks with me for forever, but I'm really just like enjoying it. It's great on audiobook once you kind of know who all the characters are. This is for Kate House Patreon, so I'm really pleased that I'm almost halfway through it. Maybe I actually will finish it in time for our live show. I haven't touched Bleak House in a couple days, but I only have about 45 pages left or so, so I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna do okay on that. I've also been reading Reborn Rich, the webtoon, because I really wanted to read a webtoon during ktropeathon, so I'm getting to that. I'm actually reading it in Korean, and then I kind of compare to the English translated version. So, and I enjoyed the show, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to I really was interested in reading the webtoon, just to see how it compares to the actual show. So yeah, and this is kind of my thoughts that I've been noting down. 30% through Cloud Cuckoo Land, and it's really leaning into the library. So it's really leaning into like an active shooter situation, which is making me kind of anxious, but that's okay. It's okay. And I read and loved The Dangerous Game last night. Absolutely loved that, by Richard Connell. So I was watching Chantel Reads All Day on her channel. There was a live stream discussion of Moby Dick with her friend Holly from Holly. I know Holly's name. I just knew it off of the top of my head when she Lovely Day with Holly or something like that. Yeah, cute. It's a really cute channel name. Anyways, and their discussion was so interesting, and Holly mentioned The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell, and she described it, and it sounded so good that I just instantly read it. It's a short story, and now I want to read everything by Connell. So, super loving that. And really enjoying the Belton Estate. I really like... I guess I like the character, the female character. I'm finding that the conflict is more interesting to me than like Esther in Bleak House. I was thinking about this because everybody else who's reading Bleak House is really loving Esther, and I'm just kind of like bored by Esther and a little bit bored by her sections, even though I'm really enjoying the book as a whole. And yeah, like I said, it's my favorite Dickens still, but I think the reason for that is honestly that Esther doesn't really have any difficulties that she's facing versus people like Fanny from Mansfield Park, or, you know, Clara from the Belton estate. They have these difficulties that they're facing, and their strength is showing in their handling of the difficulties. Whereas Esther her strength is mostly she's wiser than everybody else around her, but she doesn't actually have any like skin in the game for the conflicts. It doesn't seem like really to me. I don't know. I know she's fond of people who are getting into problems, but yeah, it's just, I guess that's why I was thinking maybe she wasn't my favorite. But it's not bad at all. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, that's it for now. I'm gonna get my potato ready for our potato reading sprints. Great song. Came through the window last night. Yum. I got some crab, kimchi juice, and all my favorite veggies. I really love these pickled cucumbers and daikons, of course, and these fish eggs. Yum. And squid. Yeah. There's a new boba place coming to town. Can't wait. Hey there guys, it is now Friday at 6:57 p.m. Friday, July 28th. So, and late last night, I finished the timer vlog. I read to 24 hours. So I think I started Monday and I finished on a Thursday night. So I guess having a goal really helped me like get it done. Of course, the downside of really being focused throughout the whole week on just reading was that I listened to absolutely no booktube. I watched absolutely no booktube. I have not really kept up with my K-drama stuff, but I've tried. I haven't been listening to Korean, and I've listened to some Bible stuff, and I've done some prayer, but I've mainly been listening to books. So I did listen to the Bible every day and stuff. So I did a little bit of other listening, but I was really having fun actually reading. So there were downsides to it, but it was really fun. And I think on a week when I really needed to get a lot of reading in, this was great. So let me just catalog everything that I finished this week. So I got through over 50% of the Belton estate, which I'd only read one chapter of before Monday. I have like 30 minutes left of our reread of The Case Against the Sexual Revolution. I read over 100 pages of Bleak House. Almost 200 actually, I think. I read like almost the entire section that I needed to read for Bleak House during this week. So that was pretty cool. I also finished the short story Most Dangerous Game, which I loved. I want to read more from him. And I finished K-Pop Confidential, and I started If I Had Your Face, a buddy read with Tiffany, and had a good time with that, talking with her so far. So yeah, that was an extremely successful readathon. So thank you for joining me, and yeah, let me know how your reading weeks went. Thanks so much for tuning into these vlogs. I'm just enjoying them so much. I almost considered just trying like a weekly update rather than a vlog, just because my vlogs tend to be longer because I get so excited to talk to you guys. But I don't know. There's just something fun about vlogging. I think I'll keep it up even though views have been lower. I hope you guys are still enjoying it. But every time I'm like expressing uncertainty, like, do you guys really like these weekly vlogs? Like, they're so unedited. You guys are always like, yes, we love the vlogs in the comments. So I'll just keep it up, and unless the views just drop so precipitously that it's clear that they're just too much. I know that they're very long. Like I said, I've always been more of like a short vlogger. But in order to do weekly vlogs, I have to do like less edited vlogs, and that's why they end up being longer. So you're seeing more unfiltered me. I don't know if that's good or not, but you guys definitely don't seem to mind unfiltered me. It's just the length is, it's overwhelming sometimes. So, and I made progress as well in Cloud Kukulin. So I didn't even mention that, but yeah, that was really fun. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. I have some fun plans for next month. Hopefully I can get to them. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll do my best. Okay. Talk to you next week.